This time on Pole Barn Garage, we were working on this 1973 AMC Javelin. I picked this up for $1,000, which is kind of the whole reason I bought the place here in New Mexico. Cars are cheap, and they're usually pretty solid. This car does have some title issues to work out, but I think I can get it done. It's in overall pretty good condition. Has all the glass in it, although the windshield's cracked. It's a disc brake car. It does have some sculpting work done, but that's alright. That's nothing we can't handle. There's a little bit of rust in the bottom of the quarters, probably from the sculpting. We haven't gotten into the trunk yet. Overall, it's a pretty damn cool car. It's got bucket seats, console shifter, I believe full instrumentation, houndstooth upholstery. Under the hood we got a 304 2-barrel, nothing fancy. It does seem to be stuck. JD seems to have taken a liking to this car. That's kind of why I picked it up, because even though he has cars, he doesn't have a muscle car. This is right in the last of the muscle cars, a 73 model. It's got the look. So this would make a great first muscle car for you, assuming we can get it to run. And you've agreed to buy it if the engine will spin.
Yes.
So, with his money that he's earned. That thing is pretty stuck. Where it was sitting without a hood on it for quite some time. And it looks like some parts have been pillaged. We got our work cut out for us, but let's see if we can make it happen. Set it over there. It's gonna be your car. You do most of the work. You already do a lot of the work on here anyway.
Yeah, I should be trained well enough.
I think so. Yep. Motorcraft 2-barrel. Ooh, locked up solid. I've seen better ones than that. Are you gonna start pulling plugs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna soak this freaking carburetor down like you wouldn't believe. We gotta be able to get that open so we can apply some engine unseize. Oh, you need a shot?
Yes, yes.
There you are. They have an oil in it. Oh, God. Dude. Oh. The dipstick just broke off of my... Oh, boy, man. Might be looking for a motor.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. It's pretty rough down in the carb, too. I'm not even going to try to throw a breaker bar on it yet. Not until we get some oil down them.
Yeah.
Bad?
Yeah, after working back and forth. There we go.
Nice.
Stuff works good.
Freall's good stuff. That spark plug looks good. Looks like brand new. I may just have to take the carb off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Take it off and it'd be easier to pour through too.
You know, the fact that anything is coming off of this is a little bit of a miracle, but also why desert cars are so good. Even sitting out open for probably 30 years, you couldn't do that at home. There's no way.
Okay, ready to see what's in the intake?
Oh, oh no.
Dude. Oh no, it's bad in there.
Shit. She's done. I don't know, man. We might be looking for a motor. We can still try if you want.
Yeah.
You want to pull the intake?
That's what I was thinking.
You yank the intake, and we can really see what it looks like in there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright. Number 5 and 7 are our problem children here. 7 is completely corroded up. 5 wasn't much better. I'll lube up the cylinders just because before we throw a bar on it. Well, this valve is open. You can see the mist coming out of the intake.
Oh.
That means that cylinder's probably trashed. Just for kicks, throw a bar on it and see if anything happens. Nah, I'm just tightening the bolt. Even if it broke free, it ain't gonna run good. Those bolts ain't coming out?
No. Got one out, but they're buried and the top of the bolt is like rusted and it's deform the bolt.
Be honest with you, bud.
Yeah.
It's probably not worth messing with.
Yeah, probably not.
I'll be on the lookout for a engine. Try to come up with something while we're down here. I don't want to put a small block or anything in it, though. I mean, AMC.
Yeah.
It should stay in AMC. So I got on Marketplace this morning, and guess what I found? That is a 360 AMC that was laying in some guy's yard. I picked it up for a few $100. It does turn free. We don't know anything else about it. It might be good, it may not be. But it spins, and that's better than what we got. So we're gonna put it in right here. Let's at least clean this thing up some.
Yeah.
Oh, and check these out. The same guy had a pair of chrome slots that match the slots on the back of the car. What are the odds of that? This thing has unfortunately got a bunch of rat nests down the intake holes. Do you want to pull the intake? We'll have a gasket in 2 days for it. I ordered one just in case.
Yeah, let's...
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a better look at the engine.
Also, being a desert car, it's worth taking a look at the grease plugs.
Oh, yeah.
Just rebuild the whole thing in the back of the Centurion. Hey, you know what? I have a brand new water pump for this.
We do?
Yeah, in the back of the Jeep truck.
Cool.
Bolts coming out?
Yeah.
Good. Get this monster out of our way. There we go.
Yeah.
Actually, you can make these into air pumps.
Air pumps?
Air up tires.
Oh.
Hear that?
Uh-huh.
You can use that as an air compressor.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I actually might keep that around for Jeep truck. Yikes. Yeah, I just sure know how to pick them, don't I?
Yeah.
Huh.
Picked a few good motors.
That's for sure.
Oh. Definitely glad we took the intake off. Gaskets are shot. Oh no. That's from in there? Yeah. Oh. That's a washer. Here's a little cover here. You know, whatever that is.
What's all this? Oh, it's just poop.
Yeah. Poop inside the motor.
God.
I guess we need to rinse it out and clean it really good.
It doesn't look great.
No, it
Where
was
was-
pretty bad.
Where was that bolt?
Washer was sitting right here.
Probably rolled down the intake.
And there's a whole bunch of crap in there still.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not great. I see that.
Glad we looked at it.
Yeah, for sure. We've moved it over to our workshop here. Our porch light. It's the only thing we got. We're going to try to clean it out a little bit. We're going to have to make a special shop vac attachment here to get down in that intake port and suck it out. There you go. One engine cleaner, 5,000. Yep, I think it needs a water pump.
Oh, wow. Glad we looked at that too.
Yep. All right, we're gonna have to clean half at a time, I guess. Oh yeah, just a nice soak. It's actually had grease plugs put in it. Maybe it was a good engine at one time. Not any time recently, though.
No.
You're gonna need a shower after this.
Yeah,
Does that have a hole in it? Or is it just from where it got dropped?
just where it got dropped.
Cool. I think you can use this pan, but I got a gasket set just in case. Channel sure has changed, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when we used to have a shop to work in?
Yep.
Man, those were the days.
Now we're in the middle of the desert.
Working out of the bed of my truck. Well, that's about as clean as that's going to get, huh?
Yeah.
We'll paint this half of the engine tonight. Then it'll dry. Then we can roll the engine over and do the other half tomorrow. They don't have AMC blue at the parts store, but they do have Pontiac blue. Yeah, it'll look decent
bad,
enough. Yeah. Man, just paint it all. It's fine. This is not a pro job.
What do you mean?
I know. Look at that, man. Not bad. Little elbow grease. We could turn around and sell this thing for $700-800, and then go buy a real engine. Yeah, damn channels really changed, man.
Dude,
I do everything different now.
you're just rich now.
I know. I'm so incredibly wealthy. It shows.
And you bought a whole nother mansion.
I know. I have
In New
I have
Mexico.
3 wides. 3 wides.
3 wide.
Freshly rebuilt AMC 360. Needs tune-up. JD's been out here all day, slaving away at this turd. It doesn't look that bad. These look really nice.
Yeah, no. Few coats, look fine.
Yeah, that's gonna make it look good, dude. Good job.
I put Freol in the cylinders, and it looks a lot better now. Got new spark plugs in it.
JD forgot to mention that there were 4 spark plugs missing out of this engine whenever we got it. It's a real peach.
I turned it over, pushed all the Freol out, put new spark plugs in it. And now it's time to put our valve covers on. And there we go. I'll get the other one on, and then we'll move on to the water pump. What we got there is all those divots. They're like craters in the water pump. I'm going to put some RTV, smear it on there, wait for it to dry, and then sand it down so it's flat again, so it can push water better. Because if you have those divots, then it's not going to be as good as a brand new water pump. I've got JB Weld here. Spread it on this piece of cardboard, 50-50, and then get it on those craters. Just mix it together. Just gonna take my piece of sandpaper here, just a bit.
That's a good fix, dude.
I know.
Good job.
Tomorrow we'll put the water pump on.
Yeah.
Back out here on the next day. Today I'm gonna put the water pump on and hopefully slap the intake on. Gonna have to clean off all this. I'm gonna go ahead and glue on the gasket. Put 1 bolt through it so it stays in place. I'm gonna put a little bit around the bolts. I've managed to break both of these off while tightening, and it's probably because they're old and tiny. But I'm gonna take it back off, bolt and nut both of these, which I can. I have to drill them out, but it's whatever. This is pretty hard to drill out, especially with this drill. I got it kind of halfway, but it's pretty bad. What I think I'm gonna do is put, some extra RTV here, and then bolt it on, because you got a big bolt here, and another one on the other side, and then a small one right next to it. So I bet it will seal.
There's pretty much no chance that would seal. We readdress this later, but let's move on to something else. I was inside editing video and doing some other things, so I just let JD do his own thing out here. Yeah, he's gonna make some mistakes, but that's how we learn.
Okay, we are kind of running into a problem here. There's no vents on the valve cover, and the only way you can fill it up with oil and let it breathe is this thing where a pipe is supposed to come out and have a vent on top and where you can pour oil in. That is unfortunately gone on this one, and it's on the other intake, so I'm going to see if I can try and get that one out, paint it, and then put it in this. I got it off of there. It looks like it just presses on. So I noticed this. Looks like it's kinked here, and it's all rusty and everything. I'm going to see if I can find it on the Javelin's intake. I got it out, finally, with some Freol. It was stuck. Thread right in there, and then we have another port that isn't rusty and disgusting. That thing is disgusting. Take me a while to clean that, but we'll get it on because we don't want any of this stuff getting in any of the engine. The gasket material is completely off. Nice bare metal on there. Perfect for sticking on the engine. Now it's time to clean up the engine side. Seems a little bit harder. Before we clean up that, forgot about this. The oil fill tube. I think it just goes right here. Cool, there we go. Got it all cleaned up now. Next thing to do, before we put this on, because I'm going to need my dad's help to get that on, I'm going to do stuff that I can do on my own, like take this beat up oil filter off. Looks like we can force it. There we go. Got our new filter here. I'm gonna go get my dad to slap on this intake.
Here's your one-piece AMC gasket. Very similar to a Buick or a Cadillac, I believe. Actually, on a one-piece gasket, I will use the China walls. Install them, and then put a dot of silicone in each corner, And I'm guessing this is saying to put a ring around each coolant passage. Yes. Probably. Apply a thin coat of sealer around the intake ports on the underside of the gasket. We've never done that before.
I'm just gonna put a blob here, the big fat one on the edge. Then we do one here. Looks like you just do it on every side. And there we go.
How's it going?
Good. Yeah. On there, ready to go.
Looks good on my end, I think. Bolts.
Yep. Here, have one. And the other ones are here.
Just tighten from the middle out and then go over them about 3 or 4 times. Make sure that thing squishes down real good.
Intake is on, and my dad said he's going to drill these bolts out that I broke off. So I'm going to take the water pump back off and let him drill those out. I got the water pump off, and it is rubbing with this on the fix that I made. So I've got to clean all this back off, and then I'll have my dad drill these holes out. And then we can put a bolt and a nut on each side.
I guess I should have been paying a little closer attention to what you were doing, because this timing cover is wrecked, dude. We'll try to put some steel stick in here to build up these edges again where it's all corroded to hell. We might stand a chance of saving it. JD reattached the water pump now. Spins nice now. He knocked down all that JB weld. And we did put a bolt and nut through that one broken one. I think it'll live with one snapped off. We could drill it out later if we have to.
Yeah, and it's just drill right through there, so.
Easy enough. But it spins good now.
Yeah, had to sand it down a little bit more.
You gotta put a fuel pump on.
Yep.
And clean that off. Get your fuel pump mounted. I'm gonna go start getting the Javelin ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get this thing in the air so we can get to the transmission and whatnot. That's not perfect, but it's gonna have to do. It's all we got. Disassembly time. Just gotta get everything off of it, out of there, and then somehow get this whole motor and trans pulled together. As far as like wiring and stuff goes, if you can just remove it,
yeah,
and flop it, you know, to the sides, that make it a lot easier.
Okay.
The radiator might be the only good thing in the whole car. For one, cool disc brakes, huh? Those are badass. For two, I'm gonna try to unbolt the exhaust because I like to live dangerously. Holy crap.
Did it come right out?
Sure did.
Nice.
How does that work, dude? The freaking motor's locked up, but the whole stud came out actually. That's even better. Oh yeah. Dude.
Awesome.
God, I love the desert. Looks like we're gonna be able to salvage the whole exhaust system. And it's intact. It's better than no pipes, that's for sure. If you get the manifolds off in one piece, it'll make getting to the motor mounts easier.
They don't look too hard to get to, but...
No, it's pretty wide open in here, actually.
Got mine off.
You got yours off?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got little rods.
Tubes?
Yeah, the tubes.
That's for smog. This is a smog pump here. So it recirculates exhaust gases back into the engine. Yeah, this is a 73. 73 is the first year for smog stuff. And that's why everything in 73 and later is just a turd, because they mandated emissions and, you know, crap like that, which didn't really do anything. I mean, that really did not affect anything. Now, catalytic converters, those did. But as far as the rest of the stuff goes, basically all they did was make the engines more inefficient and use more fuel. How'd you get yours out?
Oh, it's not out. It's just laying.
Oh. Yeah, those tube things are going to get in the way, aren't they?
Of course they are. Yep.
That's what I think about Richard Nixon. Let's pull the fuel line off. It's gas. And it's like Dextane, but it's gas. That means there's a full tank of fuel in this thing, probably. It's because the back end of the car is higher than the... Ooh.
Great.
This thing has no rust. Well, I mean, it's got that little bit of rust in the quarters, but no rust in the floor. It is very, very nice. This is a pretty nice car. Diamond in the rough, as they say. Let me get this U-joint out. Gotta get the transmission mount undone. JD's doing motor mounts. We'll have to remove the cross member. And that's it, man. Should be ready to go. Oh, shifter linkage and speedo cable. What other YouTube channel do you get this view on? Right here. The guy with an AMC Javelin resting precariously on cinder blocks less than half an inch from his belly. I mean, really. That's got to be a PBG specific kind of thing. And it's simply because I have no regard for my own safety. One drive shaft. Is it gonna puke? Thankfully the world is oil dry. Oh, ooh, it is gonna puke. I don't want it to do that. Hey, the fluid back here looked really red. JD's got the motor unbolted. I'm gonna try to unbolt this cross member. I said better unbolt the mount first. Now, got a mesquite thorn stuck in me right there. Ah, that's nice. Ow!
They're in the sand.
They're everywhere. I think if we remove the quick release exhaust here, it'll be better. There we go. Aha, cherry picker. Let's throw this barn tin down under the car, and that's going to help it slide. This is basically a concrete floor. Today's video is brought to you by AG1. Every morning when I wake up, I take AG1. I've been taking it for almost 2 years now. It has made a tremendous difference in my gut health. AG1 is packed full of probiotics for your gut health. It supports your immune system. AG1 helps me fill that gap when I'm not eating super well. If you've been on the fence about trying AG1, now's a great time to do it. First time subscribers are going to get the welcome kit. And that includes a shaker, a storage can, so when you get your AG1 in the pouch, you pour it in here and keep it in your refrigerator. You're going to get 5 free travel packs, which I would show you, but I just got home from the road and I have taken all of mine. You're going to get a bottle of vitamin D3 and K2, and for a limited time, you're going to get a free morning person hat, which I'm not, but it's a pretty nice hat. It's a great product. If it wasn't a great product, I wouldn't be promoting it 2 years later. Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. Scan that QR code, click the link in the description, give it a shot. I mean, really, what do you got to lose? Alright, we're a little bit short on cherry picker here. It's a big ass cherry picker without a lot of reach. We're going to pull the bumper off the car. It doesn't look like it's too hard to do, and the grill, and that's going to let us get all the way up in here. There you go. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Alright, hopefully that starter doesn't bite us. Let's give her go up a little bit. It's going to hit the mount. We're going. Damn! My concrete floor is not very good. That's better.
Looking for
I mean, it's coming if we could just pull it. Have him pull on this with me. I don't know if this is ingenuity or laziness. But if we run this strap to the cherry picker to the Jeep truck, then we can use the Jeep truck to pull the cherry picker.
We'll stop. Back up. Well, it worked for a bit, but it got up and it started to...
It's tilting now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it goes that high. There we go.
hang there for just a second. Get enough time to pull the starter and the motor mounts. Hey.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
This is a 360.
It is?
Yeah.
Huh.
Sure that starter's still good?
Yeah. Stuck on the rubber? There we go.
There she is. Obviously the engine's locked up, so we're going to unbolt the bell housing bolts and then try to slide the transmission off of the torque converter, and then hopefully there's a way that we can get to the torque converter. I think we may have to pull off an inspection cover too, I'm not sure. We better boogie. Look at the mountains. And they're gone. That's a big storm moving in.
And it's like right there too.
Yeah, it's coming. Yep. Oh, what now? Oh, cooler
What?
lines.
Oh.
All right, no damage done. Oh, jack the engine up some.
Okay.
And then we can unbolt the torque converter. This is gonna work. It's not great, but doable. I think we can get them all out a little ways and then loosen them all, slowly pull the torque converter off. It should work. Very nice. Don't let it dump on you. It's full of fluid. I don't want this thing sitting around getting full of dust, so let's go ahead and reinstall it rather. Not quite there. Come on, bastard. There, I got it. You know you're good, and you can't get your hands behind it. That is good.
Is that normal for it to sound like that?
It's rubbing on the case. Whenever it's bolted to the flex plate, it'll pull out a little bit.
Okay.
I got a new flex plate because I thought this was a 304. It was only 50 bucks. I mean, we may as well change it, I guess. Let's make sure our bolt pattern's the same.
I don't know.
Does it only go on one way? Oh, probably does. Externally balanced engine. There it is. Yeah, it
Cool.
lines up.
Yeah, that makes sense because you can get to that.
Before we kiss this thing goodbye, yank that distributor, yank that oil pump housing. Boy, that timing cover's in a lot better shape too. I bet we need a balancer puller to yank it though. Salvage that stuff because how I'm going to have to move this thing isn't going to be very gentle. Not to mention, we could use the bolts. We have very limited hardware supplies here.
Oh, yeah.
Having some extra bolts around is a good thing. In other news, the storm's gone. That's the way the weather works out here. It's bizarre. It's clear as could be. Alright. Now we can I'll go dispose of this. I'm going to start building a fence. Just lining up engine blocks. That'll be good. That'll keep all the crackheads away. Or they'll haul them off for me. Either way.
Paving a road.
Centurion has arrived with the package. We're going to pop these manifolds off because it turns out they're probably not going to work in the car. Mount flex plate, the shim plate. This is going to take some creativity to pull off, but I think we could probably do it. We went to supper with the neighbor, and then it got dark on us. JD and I are just going to tinker away on this thing and try to take care of a few more things. I'm going to get this flex plate swapped over, and I guess we may as well use the brand new one. Maybe if we throw lots of new parts at it, it'll just magically be good. Watch as I show you how to properly torque these.
Oh, yeah.
See this? Yep. JD had to plug a open hole in the oil sender there. That's certainly a way to do it.
Yep.
It's got the dual sender.
It's for 2 gauges.
It's plugged, and that's what matters.
Need help pushing?
Yeah, we gotta stay on track.
Okay.
Alright. It's okay. She is officially married. Yeah, is it any good? Who knows? Something in here, when you tighten the bell housing down, it's locking up the engine. So something between the torque converter and the flex plate. So the transmission's got to come off again. If we loosen the bell housing, we can spin it. The snout of the torque converter is rubbing bad. This turns, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. See how shiny that is?
Yeah. And you had metal shavings on it.
Yeah. There's no, I don't think there's a bushing in there. This looks like it does have some kind of sleeve in it, but it's not a manual transmission deal. It looks removable to me.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if I can knock it out like a freeze plug. Yep. Son of a bitch. You know what that is?
What?
That's so it could use a Turbo 400, I bet.
Adapter or something?
Uh-huh. To a different snout size or some stupid shit. I bet that fits in there now. Since we probably left a bunch of burrs on that, thanks to our stupidity. If we take a little emery cloth, clean up the snout of this torque converter, then clean this out too, where I was taking a chisel to it. It'll just slide right together tomorrow. Not right now. Time for another fun-filled day of work.
Why is the transmission off of it? We just put it on.
It's crazy. I need you to figure out which one of these holes is offset differently. That way, if we can just mark it and have it lined up, since, you know, they couldn't be like GM and just make them all the same. That would be dumb. Had to use the Chrysler transmission. So we've marked the odd hole there at the bottom. Yeah, and if you turn that to match it close enough,
yeah,
that should work. The trim married back up. We got a little oil leak. I think it's just the drain plug. Maybe it's loose. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, that's probably all that was. May as well drain the old oil out of it. And put some fresh in there. And then we can bolt the torque converter up and start reattaching this stuff, and we'll be in shape. Unlike my back. Oh good, there was no oil in it. Great. Clean the threads real good and just put a few layers of Teflon on there. That might help. Because while we're thinking about it, we ought to fill her up with some mystery oil, huh? This was in the Centurion, so I'm pretty sure it's at least diesel oil. Better than nothing. Hey look, it works like it should now. Rotates really nice. Isn't that weird?
Heck yeah. There we go.
We have 2 more bolts to put in and tighten them all up. Inspection cover, all this Chrysler nonsense, and then we could stab it in the car. Got our TV cable, rod, linkage, whatever on. Oh yeah, you're trying to get the PCB in there.
There's another one here.
Different grommet. Oh yeah, hey, that'll work.
That's it.
Yeah, we'll lube her up. Oh boy. There. Done.
Cool.
A little bit of oil to lube that up. That'll be in there forever now. Good thing help arrived. The guy from O'Reilly. Let's take her up. He's out of frame here, but Chase, the guy who works at the local O'Reilly, was broke down on the side of the road the day before. JD and I stopped to help him out and lent him a fuel pump for his Ford pickup. So he came by to bring back the fuel pump, and I conscripted him into work. It's just gonna fall right in.
Oh yeah.
As long as it doesn't go out. Alright. Oh, alright. I'm gonna feel a lot better when this is off of this cherry picker.
Yeah. Alright.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, did we get into a hole? Oh, we fell through the wood. Oh. Get the pry bar, Jay.
Where's the river fall through?
That wheel.
Oh, this one.
I knew we should have put the good wood up there. There.
All right, up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We might go through it again.
Does that help?
Yes.
All right. Okay. There we go.
Easier than I thought it would.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
It's okay.
Yeah. Made a lot of rapid progress there.
There we go. There we go.
All right, starter's about to hit the motor mount.
It is?
Yep.
Okay.
So, all right, we'll have to go back. At least it probably won't tip over and kill us. Oh. All right. Jay,
Yeah.
get under the car.
Yeah.
Jack the transmission up.
Yep.
And that'll level her out. We're damn near there. It turns out the motor mounts are slightly adjustable. And we've got to adjust them. If we could get them off of the car and bolt them onto the engine, that would be ideal, but they're pretty crusty and we're trying to save them. So if you loosen them, they move, and maybe we can get it on that way. Yeah. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah. That's how you do it.
Factory.
AMC style. Hey, you got a motor.
Yes.
Let's say lower that down. Let's get that damn cherry picker out of here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe put the nuts on first,
Well.
just in case. I'm gonna owe this guy lunch. Probably ought to do that.
I don't see why.
See, I helped you on the side of the road, and this is my repayment.
It's because I made a bad judgment call and decided to drive a truck with a bad fuel pump.
You got a drive shaft and a cross member. Get manifolds put on. Just reversing everything we did. I'm gonna try to fix this alternator.
Fix.
Yeah.
Is it broken?
It's broke.
Oh, is it?
It no turn.
Oh.
I have here in my hand an alternator rebuilding kit. See, you got to get all the rebuilding dust out of it. And she's going to work like new. There it goes. See? And now all the windings have been sanded clean again. There we are. New brushes, everything. It's totally refurbished. That's how you do it. There, kids. Surprised that that gasket kit came with donut gaskets. They hardly ever do anymore. That's pretty cool. So we're going to eliminate the heat riser block off thingamabob here because it's the desert. We don't need that. You can put 2 new donut gaskets on your pipe down there, and Bolt, just go ahead and throw the exhaust on.
Oh yeah, I'll
Katie,
just throw it right on.
Toss it at it and it'll stick. I've got the alternator figured out here. We don't have any belts or a fan or anything like that, but we got an alternator. For some reason, my back hurts today. I can't imagine why. I'm really glad that these guys can get under there. Not sure what kind of wizardry this is, but it sure is creative. It's like 15 shim plates and gaskets stuck together. This homemade gasket deal is kind of genius. It adapts from the spread to the square bore pretty good. Rummaging around in the car, and we found, well, this is a souvenir for you.
Okay.
That's part of the car. That's the quarter panel. But also, the correct water pump pulley and the fan. I think if we change out the crank pulley for the one from the original engine, which is around here somewhere, now we have a matching set of pulleys, and that's going to work because that alternator is a little bit off. It's like a puzzle. Hey, there it is, isn't it? No?
Nope, other way. Must, well.
Yeah.
It's got to be like that. It's missing a few more pieces of the puzzle. We'll find them. Get the glue and we'll just glue that back on.
Yeah.
I also went ahead and bit the bullet. I just grabbed a new Edelbrock. I figured, what the hell? I'll use it on something. If this runs good, JD's going to need a good carburetor. And a 4-barrel's way cooler. With the multi-layered spacer goofball thing, It actually works pretty dang good. Get a couple of battery cables on. I think our next big task here, Jay.
Yeah.
We need to get some fuel line. We need to get
Yes.
some fuel. And we also need to roll the engine over to top dead center and swap out the Duraspark distributor and put the old points distributor in. We're assuming it has compression. It's a dangerous assumption. I smell lots of Freol. There's a gentle breeze blowing past my finger.
That's it?
That might have been it. I thought I heard it, but boy, it didn't push out very much. That's it. There it goes. It actually did something that time. The rings are stuck, probably. Let's look at the timing mark and see if we can get it on 0-ish. Yeah, in that ballpark. I'll stick a screwdriver in the hole, see if the piston's all the way up. So roll past it a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go back to EC. It's actually right. Cool.
Not in bad shape.
No, it looks great, actually.
Huh.
And if I had all the wiring and stuff, or if I wanted to bother with it, I like Duraspark ignition, but points is a lot easier. You got to clean the points up. Now this here is an integral condenser point system here, you see? Yeah. You can't hardly get nothing on the points, yes? You got to yank them. Like so. You get them out of there. I did notice that it wasn't opening the points very far. Probably because it's just full of gunk. Now with that out, you can really get in there, clean them up good. I don't know how you're supposed to be able to get anything in here to set these points. You can't. There's nowhere to. You'd have to use like a paper clip or like a wire gauge maybe. Should I just eyeball it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait,
What?
GM. It's been a minute. I'm sorry. Need an Allen. So on a GM distributor, you adjust it with this. This is the screw you use to adjust your dwell angle. And it's kind of nice because you can do it while the car's running. I think these are just about all the way used up. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Working?
Yeah. So on like a normal GM distributor, the condenser mounts over here where that screw hole is, so you can get to it. But again, I wish I could actually measure it, but there is definitely a gap. And I would say it's close to business card. Got our distributor stabbed in. We're just going to make number one wherever the hell we feel like. And it's actually in pretty much the right spot. I wonder if I should put the vacuum advance over here. I bet the vacuum advance can's supposed to go over there. Let me pull it back out. There, we're going to move this advance can on the other side. Maybe. Come on now, don't fight me. Too bad. There we go. Oh, look at all that room.
Wow,
now.
yeah.
Hell yeah. So if we just kind of point it in the middle like that, we're going to say that's pointing this way. And then we'll make, I don't know, how about this guy be number one?
Okay.
We can always move the wires around later if we need to. Done. God, I love carburetors and distributors. Things are happening. We're going to be pretty close to firing it up here. We're plugged some vacuum lines, getting a fuel hose to the carb, and we got to put some spark plug wires on it. Getting our professional fuel system set up here, and then a little bottle feeder. I'm going to hook the battery up. Everybody be on fire watch.
Oh, fuel's right there.
Yep, saw that. We don't need that quite yet. Go ahead and get in there and try to turn the key, Jay.
Okay.
Nothing. Don't turn it off. No fire, though. It wouldn't necessarily surprise me if the solenoid's no good.
Yeah.
Screwdriver.
Oh, yeah. Again.
No.
No good?
We don't need a starter solenoid necessarily. Alright. Hey, take that
Yeah.
bottle of gasoline over there.
Yes. starter works.
Crank's okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound that bad. Let me see if we have power on the coil. We kind of have power on everything right now, which is weird.
I got dash lights.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do now? Okay.
Things
Got some belts.
It's coming back to life. We got power on the coil. Well, the key's on, so we should have power on the coil. Put some gas in it. Oh, I really hope this doesn't backfire. Get a rag.
Yeah.
Good. Now that I'm covered in gasoline, allow me to make some sparks. Let's see. That way be advanced. Well, it's possible those points aren't sparking. Or the coil could be bad, or, you know, everything is kind of whatever. Let's start at square one and see if our points are clean enough. Because we had fuel, we just didn't have no spark. And those points look real rough. We got nothing.
Nothing.
Let me make sure we still got power on the coil, so we're not chasing our tails. And we do. With good power on the coil. Now this car's got a tack, doesn't it?
The RPM. So the clock is. Yeah, you can see the arms in the center, and then the white ring, and then there's another exterior ring for all the RPM.
That's cool.
I'm gonna disconnect the tack, just in case that, I mean, they short, and that could cause it to lose spark. What I don't see, I'm not seeing a lot of action happening on these points. I don't think they're clean enough. Whew, that one got me. It's jumping to me, so power's getting to the points, but the points aren't clean enough. Okay, after a lot of pain and agony, we finally, JD cleaned the points up a little better. Look at that. Spark? Nah, not there.
Yeah. Wow.
Hang on, it was doing it better down here. There we go. That's pretty good. Cool. Alright, unhook the battery and let's put them back in. Clockwise. More time.
Fuel.
I don't think it's 180 out. She's trying. Backfiring at the exhaust. I get that it probably doesn't have great compression, but
It should still be able to bark. It's puttered a little bit.
It has sparked once.
all right, we need to let that starter take a little rest there.
Yeah.
But we're there. It's just
somewhere.
We're out that area.
it just started. I mean, I bet that thing is so down on compression. It's gonna come back. It is coming back. You can hear it in the engine.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
It's just got to get going.
If we get it to run, it'll be all right. All right. Now we got two batteries in the Centurion jumping this battery. We can spin it fast enough. We can build enough dynamic compression that hopefully it starts. We think the exhaust might be plugged. We're going to cut it off. It is full of crap,
Yeah.
like pretty far up there. We'll cut them both off, and then I'll just lay under here while it cranks or something and see if it's blowing out. That one has a lot of shit in it. This one's kind of warm. This one's not.
I bet it's this one.
Could be.
We should stick something down in it.
If you could just crank it,
All right. Yeah.
I'll just feel.
Yeah.
Exhaust plug. We just cranked it and it backfired all over me. I don't know if that was it, but it kind of wasn't helping. That's doing more.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, baby. Well, on the points could be off enough that it won't start. That's kind of where I'm at now, because it's timing, but it's not timing.
Yeah.
Your points are also timing. Well, depending on how far they're open, they could be open too long,
Yeah.
and it's throwing off the timing in here versus the timing to the cam. After messing with it late into the night, we just decided to hang it up and try again in the morning. I got a regular set of points that we can get a, a gauge in there to gap them. I wonder if the rubbing block is just so worn on these, it's just not working right. But I don't really know. You guys have seen us do this a lot, so we'll just rule them out. Put a brand new set of points in and a new condenser and see what that does. And we got the kind that doesn't have the condenser built in. We'll just move the condenser over here. It's going to be a lot easier for us. So we can just move the condenser to this side here. Like that. And hook that up. Now we can gap our points and know for sure that that's good. Now I can get a gauge in there, or a matchbook cover, or whatever you want. You actually have room to do it now. On the points.
No.
We're going to try to jump power straight to the coil and see if that helps anything. Could be we're losing voltage as it tries to start. Other than that, man, I kind of want to look at the timing chain.
Yeah.
It's right there. So we were going to make sure the distributor was in right. But all that Freol you sprayed in the cylinders could have fouled up, if it fouled up more than half of the plugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is. I can smell it. Brake clean them off.
Yeah.
Had a couple real bad looking ones here.
Oh.
And you had a couple real bad looking ones.
Yeah.
But you could also tell that some were firing. So with all the plugs out, we'll wing it over and crank it and see if anything blows out of the cylinders.
Nothing really came out of them.
No, nothing came out.
I mean, that's a good thing, but...
Yeah, it is a good thing. Well, I guess let's put the plugs back in.
Okay. At least we cleaned them off.
Yeah, fresh start. Kind of keep going back to timing chain.
Yeah.
Just to rule it out, I grabbed the coil off of the Jeep, threw it on here, and it didn't really make any difference. We're kind of down to two things. We either got an intake, the intake didn't seal, and that's making it not run, but there's no real evidence of that. Or the timing chain is wrong, broken, something like that. The only thing it could be is if it was like installed wrong, or if it's jumped a lot of teeth. Man, they can be pretty bad and still run. Let's crank it without the valve covers on and see if we can't see anything weird or any stuck valves, anything like that. Definitely has stuck valves. I don't think I ever saw that one move.
These are moving.
All?
Yep, all of them. I checked them all.
Kind of doubt that only one would be hanging it up, but the other weird thing is there's no oil up here. My spidey senses are telling me to check the timing set, so let's just do it. It's bad.
It is bad.
It's definitely bad, but it is installed right. The dots are almost facing each other right now. It is junk. It is just about falling off of there. Roll it over till the cam dot is at 12 o'clock, and then we'll see where the crank is. What happened?
No movement?
Let's see if we can force it past it. That kind of feels like a rod bearing, but I don't know why it's been spinning perfectly fine up until this point. There's nothing wrong with that. You got a dot here, you got a dot here. The chain's definitely bad. And the fuel pump eccentric is installed backwards. See how it says rear right there? I mean, I don't think that would affect anything as what we're dealing with, but that's definitely a problem. And that kind of shows who put this together. Maybe not the brightest of people. Let's run a compression test.
All right.
Pull all the plugs out of it again, and we're going to test them all and see where they're at. And I feel like the couple $100 engine here, it may not be very good.
No.
No. All right, when you do a compression test, you're going to want to watch this, right? You got to pull all the plugs out, and then you're going to want to crank it at least 5 times. And also, the choke's open. It should be okay as long as the choke doesn't shut. About 125 pounds. I mean, it's not great, but it's enough to run. So we're gonna start marking these, right?
Okay.
Number 2, 125 psi. 125?
Yeah.
That one's
good.
alright. These are not good, but they would run. They're all over the place. I mean, we definitely have a dead hole. Number 5, 60 pounds, it's dead. Number 3 at 100 is pretty bad. Number 6 at 80 and number 4 at 90, those are both pretty bad. But even at that, this thing should still run. It's got enough good cylinders that it should kick off and run. The only other thing I can think of is intake gaskets leaking.
Yeah.
Hit that one that was 60, number 5. So if we oil that up, we can do a compression test, and we can determine if it's rings or valves. Wet test, it's probably going to spray at you.
About 100.
100?
100, yeah.
Okay, so it's a ring. So since the oil increased the pressure, we know it's a ring.
Okay.
So it's not a valve. And now we're really in a pinch, because do we really want to put it back together? I mean, this is not jumped, but it is junk. A new one will be here at 5, and we have to be gone by tomorrow.
Yep.
It's the only thing I can think of is that didn't get sealed properly. We take it off there, we'll goop the hell out of it, glue it back on, and see what happens. Ain't no way to know. Maybe we didn't glue enough around the intake ports. This is a stretch. This is a big stretch. I don't know. Nothing real obvious, except for the gasket got pinched back there. Maybe that was holding up the side of it. I just pulled the number 1 exhaust lifter out to see if the cam is like flat or something. It's heavily worn, but I wouldn't call it flat. I think we figured it out. And I'm kind of glad we pulled the intake. We didn't need to, though. We were winding the engine over, and it just occurred to me, there's no oil up here. Duh. And look at that, there's no oil in the lifters. They're not pumped up. They're not opening the valves. They're not opening the intake valves. All that cranking, and it never filled the oil filter. I made a priming tool out of this old distributor. We're gonna put it back together with a new timing set because I just can't live with that. That's bad. And then we're gonna prime it, see if we can get oil to pump, then reassemble the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
That
it
easy.
so much fun. Let's get this old one off. We're gonna throw that on. I just couldn't. What if it runs good? If it runs good, then we're gonna wish we would have changed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
$40, what the hell? There we go. That's a lot less slop. That's a lot better. Dots are lined up. It is currently on number 6, top dead center. We can make the engine rotate 1 full revolution now. Then we'll be on top dead center. Then we can put the cover on it. We'll prime the oil pump with everything disassembled. Make sure there's oil doing stuff. Went ahead and snagged the balancer off of the old engine, the original engine. It's in a lot better shape than the one that was on this engine, which is almost completely delaminated. We'll throw that on. They're both 360s, so it'll play nice. JD's getting the oil pan ready for seal. And we'll get that, then we'll get the cover stuck back on. The harmonic balancer installer that O'Reilly rents doesn't have a big enough washer to push on this harmonic balancer. So we'll just use 2 harmonic balancers in conjunction, you see, as such. And I will press on the harmonic balancer with this other harmonic balancer. The oil filter is full. We'll put this in. Theoretically, this should be turning the oil pump. There's oil.
Yep, it's
There we go. Oh, there it is. There it is, coming out over here. Oh yeah,
on. Yeah.
that's much better. Maybe it'll open the damn valves now. Dummy Dalton. Alright, we're going to want to roll the engine a little bit. I will now simulate running conditions. Hey, you know it's weird?
What?
It sure as hell cranks a lot better when there's oil on everything.
That's crazy.
Man.
I bet it turns well too.
Yeah, I bet it does. This is put back together. Intake, everything.
Moment of truth.
Let's see if we were right. Maybe with the valves opening, it'll run.
Ready?
Look at that!
Wow!
That subbitch runs good! It don't knock? Nothing.
Man, I don't hear anything.
A little bit of a lifter tick.
Yeah.
It'll come around. That runs great!
Yeah.
Never give up. There we go. Little bit of a tick. It'll come out of it.
Yeah. Let it burn all the stuff off.
What is that? Sticky valve.
it's sitting, so.
Yeah, it's definitely got a sticky valve in it. You can hear it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think we just lost a push rod.
That's okay. Glad we
Yeah,
shut it
that's
down.
fine. We can deal with that. We'll take this valve cover off and see what happens.
Yeah.
But overall, that's a pretty good win. Hopefully it's just a push rod or something. Who was it?
That one?
I don't see anything too obvious. We sure it was this side?
I think so.
Maybe the flex plate cracked and now we'll have to take it off. I think it's just got a stuck valve over here. ATF might be the better bet to pour down the carb. A little combination of this and then tapping around on it, maybe with it running. Worth a shot.
Sounds great.
It doesn't sound the best. Kind of sounds like a rod knock. It's a hard hit.
Yep.
And we probably didn't do it any favors by cranking on it without it pumping any oil.
Yeah.
And there was no oil in the engine when we got it. And it was laying in the dirt next to some guy's house. There may have been a reason for that. It does run.
It does run. Yeah.
It's awfully intermittent.
Yeah, it
Like-
is. It's like dun dun, and it'll stop for.
Yeah.
It's completely different time frames when it does it.
Yeah, and it doesn't really seem to matter if I rev it up or not. But it is.
Although, at the end, it was stumbling.
Yeah, it wasn't running as good. Also, it is when it knocks, it affects the way it runs. I mean, there could be something in a cylinder. You did find that nut or whatever in the.
Yes.
Let's put the valve covers back on and we can run it a little more.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it going to do? Hurt it?
If
If it throws a rod, then it doesn't matter.
it chunks, it chunks.
We're going to do what you shouldn't do, and that's start the car again and let it run. And I'm going to try to isolate what cylinder it is by popping plug wires. That should make it change, if nothing else. run it too long with no cooling system.
Yeah.
There's got to be something in there. Dude, I bet you there's a freaking acorn or something.
Yeah.
Or somebody put a nut or a washer in there, or
thinking they're funny, or
yeah. See if the transmission works. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Hell yeah.
You want to shut it down?
Yeah, I'll kill it.
Oh, what did it something there?
It just went away.
And we put it in gear.
Yeah.
What if it was...
What if it's... This is a Chrysler transmission. It doesn't pump fluid until it's in gear.
Does it?
No.
Oh.
It just got quiet again. It
Yeah.
didn't make any noise that whole time. Probably 30 seconds. I don't want to run it again. Again,
We don't have any coolant.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt it. Just in case. Dude, it could have been the torque converter. Could have been the stator
Dude,
popping
I hope
her.
so.
You have to put it in drive, suck it down, then put it in park.
I didn't put it in drive.
Or check it in neutral.
I put it in reverse, but...
It went in right into reverse. We might be onto something here.
Yeah.
But that's why this is still valuable.
Yes.
It's our test. This will test everything. And I'm still going to look for a plan B. But this will work for now. You vacuum the poop, I'm going to put the slots on it.
Okay.
Because that's way more important.
Oh, yeah.
While we waited for the car to cool down, JD went ahead and vacuumed out the 7 tons of rat feces that were inside of it. That's actually looking pretty good
Dude,
in there.
The floor's great.
It's got awesome sheet metal.
Something was growing in the back or something. And there's cactus spines
Oh.
everywhere.
Ow. Man, look at that.
I know.
I mean, it's still got carpet, kinda. It's just not that bad. Ooh, those are
Dude, they're-
vicious.
Do not sit in the back seat.
Well, I just realized, I mean, how long has it been since we ran the engine? It's probably been like, what, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
An hour even?
Still smoking.
And it's coming out of the water neck. There's smoke. Just kind of,
Yeah, I'm not.
there's smoke wisping out of the water neck. Yeah, put your hand on it. Like, it's hot. Like, there's heat coming out of that. It's on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
there's
it's
a rat
definitely-
nest on fire in the engine.
Well, you know how it goes.
Yeah, that's what you got to do sometimes. Sure would be nice if we had a garden hose here.
Yeah, it would be.
This may have some problems when it comes time to, like, drive it. Maybe.
What the heck?
Well, I think the fire's out. Hot? Yes. Oh my god. Well,
It was on fire.
it was.
That is crazy.
That's wild. I would have never thought. I know I got a little ahead of myself with it, but I had to see it. You know, this has a broken shock, so it's hanging down. But just imagine chrome slots.
That's cool.
This side. Look at that. Deep. Fits in there just perfect. I'll find a set of G60 14s for these. It's going to be fantastic. But I guess you're right. We shouldn't put it on the ground yet.
No, there's no point.
No. We'll do the brakes when we come back next time. Using my master burglar skills, I got into the trunk with a claw hammer. I didn't even damage anything. Oh! Alright. Bumper jack, more poop, some hose, some gas, coffee can. Oh, coffee can full of washers.
Oh, good.
Be good to have. It's a good spare. Yeah. It's the original tag. 84.
84.
Different number though. Old style. But no pull tab. Not that old. 80s probably. Tire iron and some trim that you're missing. This is actually all very good to have. Could have been a snake. Well, that's cool. Look how solid it is, though.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like, not any rust at all.
Here, I'm gonna show them the inside. Can't see anything, but I can actually sit in it without being disgusted.
Now that the engine's cooled off a bit, we're going to run it in gear again. I'm going to put some more transmission fluid in it first.
Okay.
We're going to see if the noise comes back. Now that maybe it was the pump. We'll run it before it gets too late and we piss off everybody. And try to get it into drive this time.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to neutral before park though, okay?
Yeah.
That's drive. No noises. No, don't do that. Just let it drive. I hear exhaust.
Yeah.
It's on fire again. Oh, shut it off, shut it off, shut it off.
I can't turn it off.
Oh, yeah. Hey, JD.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up?
there's no transmission cooler lines. Well, the pump works. Good thing there was a drain pan under there.
Oh, yeah.
So, good news. At least I think good news. I didn't hear it make a single
I
noise.
did not hear it
Sounded great. It was. I think it was the freaking pump or something. Bad news. I don't think we hurt the transmission. We put more fluid in it. It actually didn't leak that much, but it did leak some. But it works. It went forwards and backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You got transmission. You got a car.
Mm-hmm.
You got a motor that may not even. Maybe it doesn't knock. Maybe it was something stupid. It's running pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Without cooling system or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think if we get
I mean,
that
it's on
hooked
fire.
up, well,
You know. Added bonus, JD. The transmission's flushed now.
yeah.
I mean, really. We throw a filter in that bad boy, she could be like brand new. Are you pretty excited about this thing?
Yes, I'm very excited.
It's pretty damn cool. We'll get you a new shifter.
Maybe, yeah.
This thing cleaned up fairly decent. Stinks, but I mean, it needs a lot more work, but at least all the poop's out of it. And you can see that the floors are there and they're solid. It's a nice car. Well, what do you think about it?
I think it's pretty cool. We did a lot.
It's gonna take a lot of work, but it'll get there. Not bad for a first muscle car. But that's all we got time for now. We got to pack up and hit the road, and I got to get home to go on power tour. So, thinking just every time we come down here, we'll just work on this thing a little bit, and slowly but surely, we'll make it fully done Javelin. If you like this kind of stuff, let me know. PoleBarnMerch.com. This roof is about to fall in on me. We'll see you guys next time. This Javelin is going to be JD's first muscle car. JD is 14 now. He'll be 15 next January. He will have his learner's permit around that same time. The goal is to make this Javelin run and drive good enough that he can drive it home when he turns 15. So stay tuned on it and let me know if you want us to keep going.